Hello friends, welcome back to English class. Are you ready to learn something new, something exciting? Children, today we are going to learn a very important topic of our grammar section, that is tenses. The tenses. I hope you might have heard about this word tenses. So let's start. What is a tense? The word tense is derived from the Latin word tempus, which means time. So we can say tenses is related to time. Now, what's the definition of tense? Tense is the form of verb when a verb is used to express when an action is, was, or will be performed. In short, we can say the tense of a verb tells us, shows us when an action happens. So it tells us about the timing of the action. Now, based on the time frame, the tense has been categorized into three types: present tense, today; past tense, yesterday; future tense, tomorrow. Now, each of these tense has been further subdivided into four different types to show the continuity or the completeness of the action. And what are they? They are indefinite, or you can call it simple, continuous or progressive, perfect, and perfect continuous. These four kinds of sentence go with each three tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. So in short, you have to study 12 different kinds of tenses. So now it's a vast topic, so we will study about tense in parts. So today we are going to study part 1, and in this part we will learn about present tense. So we are starting with present indefinite or present simple tense. When we talk about the structure of the sentences of this particular kind of tenses, so the structure is subject, verb, which is used in first form, and object. This is the structure, means we have to make a sentence by using this following structure. For example, my mother bakes a cake. Here subject is my mother, bakes, verb, action word, and a cake is an object which completes our sentence. Next example, children play cricket in the evening. Children is subject, verb is play, cricket is an object, and in the evening is the action. Now children, can you see the difference between these two sentences? In the first sentence, subject is singular. So we have used S in the verb form. And the second sentence, subject is plural. So we have used only first form. So you have to remember, in present simple tense with singular subject, you have to use S or ES in the verb form. Now a doubt arises, I and you, they are the singular subject, but I and you are the first and second person pronoun. So that's why we don't use S or ES. S or ES is used with third person pronoun or the singular noun. Now if we talk about the negative sentence, so for plural subject we use do not, and with singular subject we use does not between subject and main verb. Let's have an example. My father does not scold me. It's a negative sentence of present simple tense. Father is a singular subject, that's why we are using does not. Next example, we do not tease animal. We is a plural pronoun, so we are using do not. We do not tease animals. Now here also you have to remember something, that when we are using does not, so we will remove S or ES from the main verb. Next is interrogative sentence. how we will write interrogative sentence in present simple tense. So for that, with plural subject, we will use do, and with singular subject, we will use does before subject. And at the end of the sentence, we will put a question mark. As you know, it's an identification of interrogative sentence. For example, does your brother teach you? It's interrogative sentence and it's a present simple tense. So that's why brother is singular subject and we are using does. So does your brother teach you? Next example is, do they play soccer? Do they play soccer? They is a plural pronoun. So we will use do before they for making an interrogative sentence. Now children will learn where to use present simple tense. Present indefinite tense is used to express, to show a general truth, which is a fact, a habitual action and habits, and a repeated action which you do daily or regularly. Example, I brush my teeth twice a day. So it's your habit, you do it every day. So we will use this kind of sentence, habits we will show in present simple tense. The sun rises in the east. This is fact, this is truth, general truth. So present simple tense here is used. We go to school every morning. Every day you go to school. So when you have to show a truth, a fact, a habits or repeated action, in that condition we will use present simple tense. Now we will learn the next kind of tense, that is present continuous or present progressive tense. If we talk about the structure, so structure is first subject, then we will use here helping verb, is, am or are according to subject, and then we will use main verb along with ing. Here you have to use main verb in ing form and then object. Example, the birds are flying. I am writing a letter. So if you are using a singular subject, helping verb is, plural subject, helping verb are, and with pronoun I, helping verb am. And in this tense, always verb is used with ing form. Writing, flying, cooking, baking, making, like that. Now, negative sentence. For negative sentence, we will use not between helping verb and main verb. For example, the gardener is not watering the plants. So, not is used between helping verb is and main verb watering. And if we have to make the interrogative sentence, now I hope you have got an idea. The helping verb will be used before subject and at the end of the sentence, question mark. Are you coming with me? Are you playing with me? Is the gardener watering the plants? Something like that. And don't forget the use of helping verb according to subject. Next, where we will use present continuous tense, or you can say what is the difference between the uses of present simple and present continuous tense. So present continuous tense is used, children, when we have to show the action is going on at the time of speaking. Like he is playing chess. So it means when we are talking, when we are speaking, that moment he is playing chess. For temporary situations, I am reading a novel nowadays. In this continuous process, I am reading a novel. And sometimes present continuous tense is used to show the nearest future action also. Like my aunt is coming tomorrow. I am going to London tomorrow. Like that. So in these situations, present continuous tense is used. Now, next is present perfect tense. So, what about the structure of present perfect tense? Present perfect tense, to make a sentence in present perfect tense, first we use subject, then helping verb has or have. Now I hope you are getting the idea that with singular subject we will use has, and with plural subject we will use have. And here main verb, the action word form, is always used in third form, which is also called participle, present participle. You know children, the verb has got three forms. First form, present tense; second form, past tense; and third form, participle form. So here in the perfect tense we always use third form, and then we will use object. So example, I have eaten an apple, you have eaten an apple, we have eaten an apple, they have eaten an apple. Here we and they are plural noun, plural pronoun, so we are using have. But I and you, they are singular. But as I told you earlier, I and you are the first and second person pronoun. That's why we will use here have. Next, singular subject, we will see he has eaten an apple, she has eaten an apple, it has eaten an apple, John, any name, has eaten an apple. So with third person pronoun or a singular noun, we will use has. And have you paid attention on eaten? That is the third form of main verb, eat. Now, if we have to convert the sentence into negative, then what to do? Then we will use not between helping verb and main verb. For example, the police has not caught the robber. So, not is being used between has, helping verb, and the main verb third form, caught. And how to make the interrogative sentence? Simple. Use helping verb before subject. For example, have you done your work? Have you finished your lunch? Has your mother baked a cake for you? So, singular subject, you will use has before subject, and with plural subject, you will use have before subject, and at the end, you will use question mark. So, I hope you have got an idea how to use tenses. Now, here this web chart shows us where to use present perfect tense. Present perfect tense generally is used to show an action which is completed, which is finished, but the results still you are facing. Like she has lost her wallet. She cannot find it. Recent completed action, or here I will say with the word just or already, you will use this present perfect tense. I have just finished my project. Or sometimes unfinished action also. I have lived in Paris for 5 years. Means he is still living. Okay. Life experience. Have you ever eaten sushi? Sushi is a dish. Na? Have you ever climbed a mountain? Something like that. So accomplishment, which the action has been completed, finished. So in these situations, you will use present perfect tense. I hope you have got an idea, you have understood how to use present tense. So children, keep watching the videos, keep studying, and please take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye.